There is a quiet strength in the one who steps away to listen. That person is you. These 7 chants will keep you company in your silence and bring you back to the world with your own face. You grew tired of laughing with the winter in your chest, of lending them a bright voice so the evening would go well. There was music, there was noise, and one chair without a guest. That tiredness is not a flaw, it's the price the acting sells. No one sees the daily labor of a face that says you're fine. They applaud the easy smile and never ask about the stove. When they wonder how you're doing, your mouth answers with a line, while inside a show keeps running that you're playing on your own. When your door shuts behind you, the pretending slips away, and the face you kept for others has no other part to play. Rest the smile, now you can stop. The house is quiet, the night is soft. Loosen the face you learned to wear. Staying with yourself is care. Coming home, you take the chair beside the table in the dark, with your coat still on your shoulders and a cup between your hands. Half an hour of low lamplight and your quiet finds its spark. That small pause inside the shadow is the cure your body plans. They advise you to go out more, that a crowd would set you free, that the stillness of your house was a slow danger in disguise. But that table full of voices took you further out to sea, and you came back to your doorway with the cold behind your eyes. Rest the smile, now you can stop. The house is quiet, the night is soft. Loosen the face you learned to wear. Staying with yourself is care. There are people who can flourish in a room that's always loud. There are people who repair themselves in silence and alone. Your own way is not a weakness, and it doesn't need a crowd. It's the house where your true measure and your voice come back full grown. When the winter strips the branches, nobody calls it a crime. No one asks the naked orchard for a blossom in the snow. inside asks for shadow, and your spirit slows in time. That's the same law of the mountain doing quiet work below. Inilayang kaye, wasnie kinitawa. No one has to sign permission. You were born with it inside. It is written in your manner, in the way you watch and wait. When you guard your own good energy, the road gets clear and wide, and the love you have to offer will come back to you straight. When that curtain finally lowers and the seats begin to clear, there will stand a quiet person with a calm behind the eyes, with no costume, no rehearsal, and no borrowed lines to hear, and a door left open gently to whatever life supplies. Rest the smile, now you can stop. The house is quiet, the night is soft. Loosen the face you learn to wear. Staying with yourself is care. Push that door, the latch was cut from stone. If the key will never turn, there is a courtyard further on. The water doesn't argue with the boulder in its way. It goes around, it stays entire, and it finds another day. There are friendships kept by habit, out of fear of leaving space. The same table, the same stories, and the same unfinished night. If you need to walk for hours to recover your own face, that's your body being honest, and it's talking to you right. Turns and settles and goes back the way it came. The river holds the answer. There are other roads to name. The water turns and travels on. Find another door, another dawn. Open your hand and walk on through. The house inside is waiting for you. When a closeness slowly fades, it doesn't need a guilty one. Like an old and tired river pulling backward from the shore. There were seasons full of current, there were bridges in the sun, and today the bank is empty and the crossing is no more. Those who love you keep their calm. When you ask them for some room, they will greet you where you stand and let your quiet be your own. What is held by pressing harder always carries its own gloom, and it ends the very evening that you ask to be alone. The water turns and travels on. Find another door, another dawn. Open your hand and walk on through. The house inside is waiting for you. go soft and wide. Time will do the rest in silence, working slowly, working true, drifting shorelines further from each other with the tide. King, yin yang king, ohoni omani. Habit raises up its voice the very second you decide. What is deeper speaks in low and even words that guide. If the guilt arrives at midnight, let it sit and let it fade. It grows smaller with the walking and the choices that you made. Softly, taking time and settling where you are. And there's no show for them to sit through and no role for you to play, because ease is how you know them, like the steady light of a star. The water turns and travels on. Your hand and walk on through. The house inside is waiting for you. There was laughter at the table. There were glasses raised in cheer, and a part of you was standing somewhere far outside the room. When they touched you on the shoulder, you came back, but not quite here, with your body in the chair and your attention in the gloom. Loneliness is never measured by the people in the hall. It is measured by how often your own presence goes away. You can sit with 20 voices and have no one there at all, if your inside has been walking down some other street all day. Come home now, the door stands wide. Your chair is waiting by the light. Bring your presence back inside. With you at the table, the night is right. There are weeks that fill the calendar with meetings and with calls, with 100 conversations and not one of them arriving. And the bowl inside your rib cage will not fill with crowded halls, nor with kindness from a stranger, while your absence keeps surviving. You asked after all the others, how they slept and how they fared, and you weighed each word with kindness so that no one would feel small. When you closed your door at midnight, there was no one left to care, with the softness you had given to the faces of them all. There's a chair beside the firelight that you kept for someone dear. You were saving it for someone, and that someone waited here. Come home now, the door stands wide. Your chair is waiting by the light. Bring your presence back inside. With you at the table, the night is right. the seat you left, the shape of it is only yours. It was cut to fit your laughter and the way you turn your head. If that absence ached inside you while the music crossed the floors, it was only your own spirit asking you to come instead. Mountains never tire of standing on their own above the pines. They have snow and wind and eagles that arrive and drift away. So your silence isn't punishment, it's where the healing shines, with a fire in your own courtyard and warm bread to break each day. When the room at last is empty and the clock walks through the night, there appears the very person you have not been looking at, with your tiredness, your manner, and your own familiar light, who has never held a grievance and still waits for you to come back. Coming slowly. The old house kept your chair. The tea is on the table and the lamplight's waiting there. You don't need a grand occasion or a party that applauds, just an hour with the lamplight and the steam above the cup. When your presence finally enters and the quiet gently falls, you will meet the one you searched for, who was here and waiting up. Come home now, the door stands wide. Your chair is waiting by the light. Bring your presence back inside. With you at the table, the night is right. There is water in the mirror, and it looks alive and clear, with its brightness and its ripple and its promise of a stream. But you lean to take a mouthful, and the only thing that's here is a cold and silver surface giving back your own dream. That's the shape of every promise of a love that comes to save. For a season it shines brightly and the old ache falls asleep. Then the newness turns to habit, and beneath the shining wave is the same dry riverbed you have been carrying so deep. No one comes to fill the hollow that you carry through the day. Love arrives to sit beside you, not to fix and walk away. Drink from the well you carry inside. The water is there, it never ran dry. When you are full, then love is a meeting, two living springs and one same tide. If your peace depends on someone who may answer or may not, every hour without a message turns into a cliff to climb. Who can hand you joy this evening has the power to cut it short, and that key inside their pocket keeps you waiting all the time. When you come into an embrace with the thirst inside your eyes, they can can sense it in your fingers, even if they can't explain. Then the closeness turns to distance, and the warm words turn to ice. And you tell yourself it's fate, when it was hunger once again. Drink from the well you carry inside. The water is there, it never ran dry. When you are full, then love is a meeting, two living springs and one same tide. There's no mouth that knows the country of the wound you carry through. There's no stranger who recalls the silent winters you went by. So the tenderness you're missing has a shape you always knew. It's the way you speak in private when no witness is nearby. Two who try to rescue one another often sink the same, lending glasses to each other with no water in the pour. If two empty wells keep asking who's at fault and who's to blame, then the drought becomes a double, and there's thirst on either shore. When the hollow in your rib cage has a spring and has a roof, love is not a rope you offer to a person who might drown. You can walk toward another with a quiet that needs no proof, asking nothing to be mended by a face you've hardly known. And the mirror stays there hanging, giving back your face and coat. And today you walk right past it with your hand upon the door. Now the person in the silver has a well and has a road, drinking from their own deep water, while the cold glass asks no more. Drink from the well you carry inside. The water is there, it never ran dry. When you are full, then love is a meeting, two living springs and one same tide. There's a room that comes to heal you, and a room that locks you in. And from outside they look equal, with the same lamp burning low. In the first one the relief arrives like touching ground again. In the second one the quiet has the shape of letting go. If the turning of the deadbolt lets your shoulders come undone, and the silence of the household puts your heartbeat back in place, then the stepping back is shelter, it is rest and not a run. Your own way of getting better has a reason and a face. Two ways of closing doorways with the same key in the lock. What is different lives inside you in the manner that you are. Rest if the silence return the deadbolt long before the doubt arrives. With the doorbell still unrung and no one climbing up the stair. If the buzzer speeds your pulse and every answer you revise, that is not a rest inside you, that is fear that lives in there. If you skip that invitation out of dread of being hurt, if a message stayed unopened for a month behind the glass, it is not a fault or failure, it is only an old hurt asking for a slower kindness and forgiveness as you pass. Rest if the silence makes you whole, and look at that lock eye to eye. Ask yourself gently without blame, the calm that heals will never harm. Ask yourself with even patience, with no sermon in the sound, is this stepping back a comfort or a shield against the day? And the answer doesn't judge you, it arrives as friendly ground. And the moment that you know it, half the mending's on its way. If it turns out fear is under it, don't name yourself unbrave. Who can see it and still move is holding all the greater worth. You can go in tiny pieces, half an hour by the wave, with a coffee and some talking, with no hurry on the edge. Wokokipe king ga yutta ye, chante wa shite ya. The retreat that truly heals you has a date, it will return. It will hand you back with hunger to the people and the street. But the hiding place says later, till the seasons overturn, and the week runs out beneath you with no starting and no feet. Both those rooms can hold a cure, and neither one of them's a cell. And the lock upon your doorway can be opened from in here. It's your hand upon the handle, and it carries no farewell. Open slowly, open softly, but for you, and not from fear. Rest if the silence makes you whole, and look at that lock eye to eye. Ask yourself gently without blame, the calm that heals will never harm. You demand of other people all the care you never give, and the tenderness you're begging for you cancel every day. In the list of who you look after, so that everyone can live, your own name bottom, and it rarely gets its say. Notice how you speak in private when a small thing goes awry, with a sergeant in your throat and with a verdict on the spot. For the people that you cherish, you have mercy standing by, and for you the sentence lands before the trial has even got. Give yourself first the friendly hand, speak in a voice that will not scold. The empty bowl is what can hold. Your house in silence knows to love. You have hours for the stranger who arrives with heavy news. You have sat through many evenings without hurrying them through. That same patience that you're handing out and never seem to lose is the medicine that's waiting in the room that's kept for you. It's the hollow makes the vessel, it's the space that holds the rain, and a house is only livable because of empty air. So the silence that surrounds you is in loss and is in pain. It's the room where all your resting and your gladness can go there. What you feared was only absence is the main room of the place. Nothing missing, nothing extra, it is ready to hold grace. Give yourself first the friendly hand, speak in a voice that will not scold. The empty bowl is what can hold. Your house in silence knows to love. Take good care with little matters, with a soup that's really hot, with a window in the evening and a blanket when it's late, with a slow walk to no address when your spirit needs the spot, and a tidy room to greet you when the morning comes to wait. If somebody came tomorrow with their hands both full of light, and there wasn't any corner where that fondness could remain, you would question every gesture, you would search for what's not right, and that love without a landing would go looking for a plane. Speak to you the way you'd speak to any friend who came in tears, with no hurry, with no sentence, with your listening open wide. That same manner that you carry and that settles all their fears works exactly the same way in the small room of your inside. The affection that you're handing out is born at home, not out. That home is built by how you treat yourself along the road. When there's shelter in the kitchen and a fire without a doubt, there'll be plenty for the people who sit down to share the load. Give yourself first the friendly hand, speak in a voice that will not scold. The empty bowl is what can hold your house in silence knows to love. There were months of quiet living that arrived to you as flower, with the household gathered inward and the calendar at rest. But last evening by the lamplight you could taste another hour. All that stillness turned to roomier, and a word rose in your chest. That's the whole and only signal. There's no other proof to weigh. When the room that used to mend you starts to feel just like a room where the fire is never lighted and the clock forgets the day. You have taken from the silence every gift it came to bloom. You have laid the costume down, and there's no need to try it on. There are tables where your own face is enough to build upon. Come back without masks, face to the air. Choose your own table, choose your own street. Speak without practice, slowly and clear. The ones who can love you stay in their seat. You are not returning over to the tables of pretend, nor the clamor that requires a cardboard smile upon the door. You go back to only places where your true self can extend, with your laughter as it happens and your own direction sure. Now you answer to the message when the moment lets it be, and a supper until 11 is a plenty to be had. If they call you for a Sunday that won't fit your energy, you can say a quiet no without a reason to be added. Come back without masks, face to the air. Choose your own table, choose your own street. Speak without practice, slowly and clear. The ones who can love you stay in their seat. They arrive inside a talking that runs longer than you meant. They will ask and then keep listening, never rushing, never bland. And you'll leave that conversation with the wish to reinvent it. When you come with your own household burning steady from within, then affection is a present, and it isn't an unpaid debt. There's no hurry in your manner, and no bill upon the tin. Only two who keep each other by a choice that they have said. There'll be people who don't know you with your face without the paint, who will ask about the shadow of the one they saw before. Don't debate it and don't argue and don't close close the door with fame. Keep on walking at your own pace, and they'll learn it at their core. The same old house, the door left open wide. The table is ready, and the world is outside. You can travel to your silence anytime it calls your name, and return when something rises that would rather sit and speak. That door swings out and swings back like the tide upon the frame, and with you, well kept inside it, there's no water you can't keep. Come back without masks, face to the air. Choose your own table, choose your own street. Speak without practice, slowly and clear. The ones who can love you stay in their seat. Stay in their seat. Mm-hmm.